When I walked in here tonight, I felt strange. One, because this is the first year ever in 23 years, 6 months, and 2 days that I have had nothing to do at all whatsoever planning this event. Hannah, please stand up. Hannah started as a patient care coordinator with us. How long ago?
Almost 5 years ago.
Almost 5 years ago, and has grown into, an indispensable part of our team as our HR director. She did everything here tonight. So if you guys have a great time, it's because of her tonight. So thank you, Hannah, for all your hard work. Absolutely. Absolutely. You got it. Thank you so much. This afternoon, I was at HQ until about 4:20, 4:30. That's why I was a little bit late. And Shot and I were the last two people there. He ran out. I was still there with yellow legal paper all over my desk, trying to organize my thoughts and wondering about how to start off this meeting. And unless you are a part of our bi-weekly leadership meeting, we call it leadership now. We don't even call it leadership meeting. It's just leadership. You don't know what I'm about to read. And I thought about, God, how do I start tonight? How do I bring everybody together? How do I create a direction, a common purpose? How do I put my heart right out on the table tonight for everybody to see, feel, and hear? And it dawned on me, oh my God, there's only like 7 or 8 people in the entire company that have ever heard this. And unless they've really, really searched and delved into our website and clicked and clicked and clicked and clicked and found it, they have no idea. And I'm going to start with this, and then Ra's been teasing me. Then I'm going to get into my chicken scratch notes that I've been taking for the last couple of days to organize my thoughts. But I'm going to start off with our mission statement. Really simple, you guys. To change the world, one patient at a time. Our core truths. And I'm going to read so that you guys really understand why I behave the way I do, why I speak the way I do, why I walk and talk the way I do, and why I still get driven absolutely insane when I see laundry lint all over the floor of the clinics. Anyway, we believe that businesses, like people, have a driving force behind them. At Balanced Physical Therapy and Human Performance Center, our purpose, our passion, and our power to impact lives through movement are driven by a series of core truths. Here they are. Our business exists to change the world, one patient at a time. Our patient is you, your spouse, your child, your friend. Our service is value. We create it for you every single day. Our purpose is to help you explore your boundaries, physical and mental. Our belief is that your potential is limitless. Our gift is your vulnerability. Our task is mastery of our craft. Therefore, we are all students, always. Our job is to walk you to the edge and give you a gentle push to show you that you can fly. Our challenge is to help you step forward into growth, not retreat back into comfort. And our choice is contribution to you, our patient, to our team, to our community, and to the world. These core truths are the reasons our company exists. They're supported every single day by a ruthless commitment to executing our core values, which we describe as STRONG. S, service to patients. T, team leadership. R, readiness to learn. O, outstanding initiative. N, notable positivity. And G, guidance to others. Look around the room. Just go ahead, look around at each other. That's why we're working every day. That's who we are, that's who we've always been, and that's who I always will vision us to be. Regardless of how big or small we are, that's the purpose of each and every one of you being a vital part of this organization. So I would like you all to look at each other, please. Give each other a round of applause, please. And now for what Ra described as the OG notes, the scribble scrabble. By a show of hands, who here has had a life that has been perfectly smooth? No bumps in the road, no health problems, no unexpected bills, no financial issues, no health issues, no broken hearts, no difficult relationships, no family problems, no foot and ankle problems, no back problems, no problems whatsoever at all, ever. Show me. Anybody want to raise their hand? Anybody? Okay. Why do you think I asked that question? Anybody? I asked that question because we are all living the same experience. We're all working through our stuff. I promised myself I wasn't going to swear tonight, Mark, but I might not make it. Business is a lot like life. Ups, downs, ebbs, flows, successes, failures, heartache, heartbreak, financial woes, you name it. It's just like life. And growing this business has been the single hardest thing I have ever undertaken in my entire life. Not because the doing of it is difficult, but because growing a business is not really growing a business. Growing a business is growing people. Growing a business is planting seeds. Growing a business is looking at the people who come and give you their time, their effort, their dedication, their love, their attention every single day, and making yourself see more in them than they have ever dared to see in themselves. That's what business is. It's about elevating other people. It's about being a reservoir. It's about being a resource. And it's about showing people that their capacity is nowhere near what they think it is. And that's how you grow a business. It's how you grow yourself. You run your head into the ceiling of what you believe is your capacity until the ceiling moves up. And then you ram your head into it again. And yeah, does it hurt? Oh my God, it's so painful. But you keep ramming your head against the ceiling, and my God, the ceiling keeps moving up and up and up and up. And you realize that what you thought was your capacity wasn't even a fraction of what you're capable of doing. And that's how I feel every time I come to this event annually, because there's another table, there's another 3 tables, there's another 4 tables. And I'm so humbled and so grateful that everyone in this room continues to search out their individual professional and personal capacities to serve and help other people. That's what this is about. The hard part, what makes it hard, is that we're all messed up, right? We all have our stuff. We all have our, that stuff. You know what I'm talking about. And, a lot of you complimented me when I came in here tonight, and I thought, oh man, I can't wait to give this talk. This is going to be great. Every day, every single day, for 23 years, 6 months, and 2 days, I have anxiety. I have fear. I make mistakes. I make a lot of them. Just ask Hannah. Thank you for covering my back and getting my 6. I appreciate it. So why all the personal stuff? Once again, business is a lot like our lives. It's never a really nice, beautiful straight line up. It's this thing that looks like this, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And opportunities come, and sometimes you pounce on them, and oh my God, you get killed, you get crushed. Nikki, when we were talking about what was going on with our, Watsonville teams, and I remember your face on the leadership call. I was explaining what was happening and what was going on behind the scenes, and you were just like this on the call, and I thought, yeah, now Nikki knows. He knows. Now he knows too. So we're a bunch of imperfect people trying to look, vision, dream, and execute daily to help others deal with their physical, mental, and emotional ailments. It's not easy. It's really hard. And we do it day after day, month after month, year after year. And we keep showing up for other people. Do you guys realize how special that makes you? Do you have any idea? Because if you don't, think about it. Think about the impact that you have on other people every single day. This is not about knees, shoulders, feet and ankles. This is about the capacity of other people to actually go out and engage in their lives. And we, every single one of us, has a vital part in helping them do that. You impact the life of a father, you impact the life of a family. You impact the life of a mother, you impact the life of a family and the children. You impact one life, you impact a home, and by extension, a community, and by extension, a state, maybe the country, maybe the world. But one patient at a time, we are having a tremendous impact on the lives of other people. And that is why balanced physical therapy is so important to me. So this is going to be fun because Joey, I think you're probably the only one in the room who's been here for some of this stuff, and it might make you chuckle, and for others, you're going to just think, oh my God, are you kidding me? June 3rd, 2002, first day we were open for business. 23 years, 6 months, 2 days ago, today. And little 1,500 square foot clinic at 947B, Blanco Circle in Salinas. And I was so excited. 3 patients on the schedule. Jack, may God rest his soul, the man who leased me the little 1,200 square foot space. Ellen, my dear friend to this day, who's a C7 incomplete spinal cord injury patient after diving into a swimming pool in Las Vegas and breaking her neck. And the third man, whose name I don't remember, was walking around with his referral looking for another clinic that was nearby, and he walked in because he saw the sign out front, and he says, hi, I got a PT referral, my ankle's messed up. And I was like, I looked at the other clinic's name at the top of the referral, and I was like, well, I can see you. Sure, come on in, no problem. And I saw him right then and there. That was the first day that this company started. And nobody knows this unless I've shown them the pictures, but I was so mortified and so embarrassed when we opened because I went to this place, Mark, you'll remember, I went to this place in Monterey to get our sign. It was called Truxus Enterprises. And she's showing me all these cool CAD drawings on the computer and our blue and our slate gray and our black and like this logo that I'd been dreaming about since I drew it on a little napkin in ortho lab in graduate school. And I was like, all right, Egyptian pyramids, power, strength, presence, history, and then, the full frontal biceps pose. And I overlaid them. I'm like, oh God, this is amazing. I'm gonna do this someday. And here it was, here's the sign. Well, I get to work Monday morning and Mary, the woman who owned that sign shop, had said, oh, my guys are gonna come out and install your sign on Sunday. It'll be ready Monday morning. So I come to work flying in 4 o'clock Monday morning, shit, when I see the building. Why? Because the blue, the slate gray, and the black, all the colors that had been on the computer screen, they were magenta, and literally magenta, and bright, bright, bright blue. Have you seen the pictures? You've seen the pictures, haven't you? Yeah. And I was like, oh dear God, I can't do business like this. Well, I didn't have a choice. The sign was up, it was bolted to the wall, and I didn't have any more money. I had a used set of dumbbells. I had a treadmill that I bought at a place called Play It Again Sports. And I had one used high-low exam table, my hands, a little plug-in phone from Target, and a desk that I put together with those little funky bolts that you get at IKEA. That was the first iteration of balanced physical therapy. And since then, we've had, let me think, walked in one night at 10 o'clock to do some paperwork and found a therapist having sex with an aide on an exam table. And yeah, no shit. Walked in on July 11th, 2008, the day my first daughter, Taylor, was born. I came back to work because I had work to do. First child, wife in the hospital with all of the parents. I show up, I walk into the clinic, and there's a Doberman this tall walking around the clinic with patients and therapists, because one of our therapists back then thought, hey, he'll never come back on the day his daughter is being born. I'm gonna bring my Doberman to the clinic today. We had a car drive through the corner of the Salinas clinic on a Friday night. A drunk and inebriated 26-year-old flew his Mustang GT right in through the big corner window, sheared off the fire hydrant, flooded the entire clinic, blew glass across a room this big, completely smashed our hamstring curl machine, our lat pull down machine, and skidded to a stop and pulled up all the flooring on a Friday night. We've had patients threaten to come after our licenses because they fell in the clinic and got hurt. We've had patients sue us because they slid off an exam table and said they were neglected and there was nobody there to help them and they've gotten hurt. I had a gentleman file an employment lawsuit against me many years ago because I terminated him for not showing up for work for 2 days, and he told the employment development department that I fired him because he was too fat. And, huh? You didn't show up for 2 days, Jack. Get out of here. Anyway, lots of hardship. Lots and lots and lots of hardship. Oh, the best one that I can remember, because I almost had a panic attack and or a nervous breakdown. You guys remind me how many years ago this was. Every year, Medicare sends an email to us so that we have to renew our Medicare electronic submitter ID number. so that we can bill Medicare claims, which is 50 to 60% of our business. Or our then practice manager missed and did not respond to that email. All it was a couple of clicks. And 3 days later, I get an email. I check my email. Was my response reading the email. They turned off and deactivated our Medicare submitter ID number. 50 to 60% of our business turned off immediately. And good luck getting it back. And the reason that I'm sharing all of these hard things is that they've made us who we are. As a company, as a group, as a team, as professionals, as scrappy people who don't quit. And as more and more and more resistance comes against us as we get bigger as a company, and as that imaginary target that I feel on my own back getting bigger and bigger and bigger all the time, I know that we've come through so much that whatever comes at us in the future, we're gonna handle. We're gonna be fine. And I'm very confident in that. So this past week, I asked our leadership team to talk about this year's challenges, and here's what they listed. This is not a comprehensive list, but it's a good amount of them. This is what our clinical directors, this is what Maria, our revenue cycle management director, this is what Hannah, our HR director, this is what Shot, our COO, came up with in our meeting. Number one, far and above everything else, our net health transition, changing our software. January benefits re-verification, new roles, responsibilities. We felt fragmented at times. Homeless population in our parking lot. Operations overhaul, interpersonal challenges in maintaining our company culture, and clarity in communication. Okay, then I asked them, how about the wins, guys? How about the highlights? How about the things that you felt went better, went well? Our teams have grown and matured, and we have more people demonstrating ownership. Our providers have expanded their capacity. We're more aligned and we communicate better. Our teams feel more cohesive. We feel like we're one team, not 7 different teams now. Our weekly vital signs meeting is awesome. What that is, we meet once a week on Tuesdays, and we go over every single metric you can possibly imagine, including how many phone calls we get, how many phone calls we answer, how long our average phone call is, how many calls we drop, how long people stay on hold, everything, so that we can get better. And then Nikki, 7 students this year, and we've got 7 graduate students lined up for next year. That is incredible. So, thank you. Why am I talking about our struggles and our wins? Because they're always going to be there. They've always been there. They will always continue to be there. And I know that a lot of you have been frustrated with all the change. It's just part of the deal. It's never going to stop. That is life. Just like our own lives, behind the scenes, those battles that nobody knows anything about that we're all fighting and battling. Same is true in business. It's no different. Frederick Douglass once said, without struggle, there is not progress. I tend to agree with him. And I believe that as a team, when I look around this room, we are all struggling well against lots of different forces outside trying to break apart our profession, trying to break apart our professional degrees recently in the news, all kinds of things. The magic here is that we don't have to do it alone. We get to do it with all these fantastic people, and we get to do it as a team, and we get to do it with a shared common vision in a community that, quite frankly, has been rallying around us for years. I don't know how many of you have had this experience where you wear some of our branded clothes out and about with our logo. People say things to you, don't they? Okay? And I doubt that they've ever said anything to you that's negative, ever. If they have, I want to know about it. This is a segue because it's about teams. PCT team, please stand up. Debbie, Alondra, Emily, Sarah, and Heidi, if you guys are here, please stand up. Oh, okay. So for those of you that don't know, I'm not sure how many months ago now, Kurt, but 4 or 5 months ago, we acquired a clinic in Watsonville directly across the street from our own. And Kurt, my hat is completely off to that man, has been doing an unbelievable job with the Pacific Coast Therapist team in Watsonville to bring them into our company and into our culture and eventually across the street into our practice. And that is something that we are so excited and so proud to do because they're fantastic providers. They have an amazing culture. They're fun, they're bright, they're hardworking, and they are going to be an amazing addition to our work family. Thank you for being here, both of you. And I know I get long-winded, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. Anyone in the room, anyone in this room who has learned from me or been mentored from me in any way, please stand up. Okay, look, for those of you that are not standing, look at the people who are standing. How many of you who are still seated have been taught something or been mentored by someone who's standing? If you have, please stand up. Now, for those of you that are still seated, look around the room at everyone who's standing. And if you've been taught anything or mentored at all by someone who's standing up, please stand up. Yeah, you boyfriends or girlfriends, you better stand up. Otherwise, tonight's gonna be tough. Okay, this is balanced physical therapy. This is what they call a ripple effect. This is how you grow people. This is how you delegate responsibility. This is how you demonstrate ownership. And this is how you become more than you ever thought you could become by yourself. It's by impacting the lives of other people, by sharing your gifts, by being who you are, by bringing your best, by being authentic, by admitting your mistakes, by understanding we all have shortcomings, we all have strengths, we all have weaknesses, but we are all here to help one another, and we are all here to make an impact on the communities where we live and we work. I salute each and every one of you in here tonight. Thank you. Go ahead and have a seat. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Quick couple announcements before I hand this off. Miguel and Tom, please stand up, guys. Not sure if all of you know or not, but Miguel, who I love and affectionately call Sarge, who's been at the helm of our Salinas clinic for many, many years as our clinical director, and Tom, who has been at the helm of our Creekbridge clinic, are going to switch roles as of the first of the year. Okay, Tom is going to take Salinas, Miguel's going to take Creekbridge, because Miguel has had a dream and a vision of his own for a long time that he wants to work on. And there is no way he has enough bandwidth to do both, to serve as the director of our largest office and to create and get a fully accredited physical therapy assistant program up and running and off the ground at our Hartnell College. So that is what Miguel's project is going to be. And I'm really, really proud of him. I walked into his meeting with his team a couple weeks ago on a Friday morning after I'd been at the dump in a moving truck, and I was in my grubbies. And when I gave this talk, I teared up a little bit and kind of choked up because I'm so proud of Miguel and what he's going to undertake. Because, you mind? Miguel is a 2-tour Iraqi war veteran, a heavy machine gun operator, and the son of 2 migrant farm workers. And he grew up in an apartment in East Salinas. And now he lives in a beautiful home in East Garrison. His wife Liz and he have 2 beautiful boys. And he is the American dream. And he wants to bring that back to the community where he was born and raised. And he wants to do it through education and leadership. And he wants our company to be at the helm of that effort. I am immensely proud of that effort. Thank you. And I thank you guys. I know that Steph is going to come up and speak about residency in just a moment. So I'm not going to steal her thunder, but Joey, stand up for me, please. Joey's one of the OGs around here, and I still have this memory of he and I on our hands and knees putting down rubber flooring at 2 o'clock in the morning at our Fremont Street Clinic in Monterey, and trying to move equipment. And every time we moved the equipment, it would pull the rubber flooring right back up again. And he and I were screaming expletives at each other in the middle of the night, trying to figure it out. Joey has been incredibly instrumental in planting seeds of excellent clinicians, of leadership, of clinical excellence, and of absolute, complete loyalty to a dream and to a company that is here in this room tonight. And he's a very integral part of our journey. And I salute him, I honor him. And if you guys haven't met him tonight, go shake his hand, give him some props. He deserves it, okay? Thank you. Lastly, before I have to, I'm gonna sit down, otherwise Shot's gonna come up here and pour my drink over my head. Every physical therapy aide in the company, please stand up. Physical therapy aide, please stand up. Please stand up. Come on, stand up, okay. I want you guys to look around and understand that many of you are off to PT school, many of you are off to PTA school. Hi, Jonathan, hi, Lupita. And anybody who's a physical therapy aide, please stand up. Anybody who's a physical therapy aide, please stand up. Anybody who's a physical therapy aide, please stand up. This is the future of balanced physical therapy. This is the future of our local clinical leadership team. This is the future of what we have to keep getting better and better and better for. This is our reason for continuing to do what we do, so that these young minds and hands who are gonna go off and get some mad skills are gonna come back and continue to grow this business, this dream, this impact in the community that they live and work. And not all of you will come back. Some of you will go to different cities and think, oh my God, I love it here. And that's great, and that's fantastic. But for those of you that do, you have a home to come back to. And we really, really appreciate the work that you do. As a therapist, we know, whether we tell you enough or not, we know we could not be as impactful or do our work the way that we do or give the time, care, and attention to our patients that we do without your help. I do not ever want to hear any of you say the words, I'm only or I'm just a physical therapy aide. Don't ever say that. You are a vital part of this company, and you're an integral part of the care that we are able to deliver to our patients, and we thank you very, very much. Lastly, I learned this from a Marine drill sergeant, and I want to see if we can pull it off together as a team. When I say 2 clap, I want everybody to clap twice together, please. 2 clap. Perfect. Again, 2 clap. Perfect. And then I'm going to say boom afterward, okay? You guys that have been texting with me or emailing with me for a long time, whenever Hannah sends me something funny or whatever, my response is always boom with a little bit of a bomb after it or something like that. So I'm going to say 2 clap, you're going to clap twice, and then when I say boom, I want you all to say boom and stomp your feet on the floor, okay? 2 clap, boom. Come on, we need a better boom than that. 2 clap, boom. 2 clap, boom. Let's take that power, let's take that fun, let's take that energy, and let's have a great time tonight, you guys, okay? Thank you.